Everybody, this is your boy Angel. I do hope and pray that you're having a blessed day. I know I am. Bringing you guys a spicy first place undefeated Harpie deck profile. Guys, I really enjoy playing this deck. I've been wanting to play it for a while now, especially since the a new edition of our new girl here, Harpie Lady, Cyber/Harpie Lady, that is. And I think we're in a format now that really does reward think out of the box, and just being diverse in your deck choices. And then in this format, you can really do well with pretty much just anything, as long as you build correctly and build smart. And right now, if you have any kind of kooky ideas, guys, cooking up in your head, I really think you should pop them out, because telling how long a format like this will last, or be available rather to players. But guys, going into the tournament report, played online remote dual tournaments. Shout out to my boy B for hosting. Round one was Pure Eldritch. Got that 2-0 actually. Round two is Drytron. Then Virtual World for round three. And then finally Adamantic Pit of Prinkets. That was a really good deck. That was a really good game. I got it 2-1. Won the die roll. He couldn't do much against my first turn setup. And then obviously when they go mega board on you, and then you don't have any answers or adequate hand trap to stop them, you're just gonna lose that game. And then game three ended up being able to get that one. And then we cut the top four. Played Virtual World, and then Adamantic Pit of Prinkets again. And the rematch I got 2-0 simply because won the die roll, had board set up, and then game two we just had the answers that time. So, but guys, overall the deck performed very well. Didn't want to play anything like the Tri-Brigade engine. For what I was trying to do, I just wanted to keep the deck simple and streamlined. I think the deck, believe it or not, has enough win cons by itself without, say, adding like the Tri-Brigade engine or anything like that, because really I favored adding hand traps over that engine, and that was really the correct choice, because my opinion was so competitive because of my hand trap choices, as opposed to trying to fit another actual archetypal engine into the deck. And it really showed. So guys, I'm going to just jump right into the deck profile, show you guys what we're working with, and yeah, let's get to it. So starting off, nothing changes about this. 3 Harpie Channeler. I don't think they can really release a card that would make you play less than 3 of this if you're going to play this deck. Just amazing. Then 3 of the new best card in the deck, in my opinion. Harpie Perfumer, it's one card extender right there. Gets you into a lot of your busted plays. Being able to search your Egotist, just really solid card overall. And then I play just triple Harpie Lady 1. I don't like that Cyber Harpie or whatnot, simply because I just don't. You're really going to link off or combo off with your Harpie ladies anyway, when, like, at least in my particular build. And so it really doesn't matter if it's an 18 stick or not. Then also the versatility of this, being able to pump up all of your other wind monsters, and all of your other wind monsters, that is, not just your Harpies, I think really just comes up a lot more than just trying to have an 18 stick. So I just prefer the 3 Harpie Lady 1. Then going to 2 Harpie Queens. Another reason why I don't play the Cyber Harpie, because you have 2 19 sticks. You really don't need a third 18 stick. And then we all know what this card does. We just pitch this to grave and then get our Harpie's Hunting Ground. Really solid card. And then we're just doing the 1 Harpist, simply because this card is really slow now. But it is just a nice little addition, when you're making combo plays, for consistency, etc. And it just keeps your engine going. But I wouldn't really play 3 of it anymore, or really any more than the 1. I think the 1 is perfect number for this card. And then I played the 1 Harpie's Pet Dragon. Not a good card, but at the same time, for what I was trying to do and the versatility I was trying to have in the deck, I did value playing it. And so it came up. I had a lot of instances where I was able to get game simply because of a combo, or a little engine that I play as well in the extra deck that enables certain things, and that's only because of Harpie's Pet Dragon. So I wouldn't take it out. I wouldn't cut it. It's not it sucks to draw, but at the end of the day, you can always pitch it, with your channeler or whatnot, and go for a different route for your combo play. But solid overall. It's, as I said, not the greatest, but it's necessary. Then the final win con, 1 Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, especially against my Drytron matchup. They just could not do anything, period. There's no way they had to out discard. You go ahead and you summon this off your Samorg play. It's just pretty much GG's. Really nothing that doesn't have a normal summon that can just beat over the 1,000 defense of this is just probably going to lose that game. So I really think this is almost like a FTK against a lot of decks now. It's just really good. And then that rounds out the Wind Monster package. Then getting into my hand trap choices, we did triple Ash simply because it covers everything. Triple Bell because you have to have a graveyard manipulating hand trap, in my opinion, in this format. Then triple Droll and Lockbird, so we're not losing to Drytron today. Then double Nibiru's. And, you find out like a lot of combo decks or whatnot are still not playing around this card. which is, I think some people are just like, cutting it for mains, etc., which is, whatever. But me personally, I think that, we're seeing a lot more diversity come back. Things like Dragon Maid or whatnot, is really making a comeback. And, Adamantipated Prank Kids, which I was actually, really, thinking about when, like, my choice to main deck this card. That's, it came up, so I ended up playing it. So it was just a correct choice to have this in the main, somewhere. And, like I said, I really think if you're not playing it, you should go ahead and do so. That's it for the hand traps. And then getting into the spells, guys, play triple Hysteric Sign. This card is broken. I'm telling you. So when you activate it, you can you either choose to go ahead and grab, your triple Elegant Egotist, or you can send it, or you can not use that effect, send it to graveyard, off anything where you pop it, etc. And then you can get 3 Harpie cards with different names at the end phase. And that came up a lot. It was just really, really solid overall. And then we know what Elegant Egotist does. If you have a Harpie Lady, you can go ahead and summon another Harpie Lady, etc. Make your combo plays, whatnot, link up, do your thing, and then you'll get there. And then we played double Forbidden Droplet in the main. You didn't want to lose things like, just degenerate boards, Herald of Ultimateness, Dragoon, stuff like that. This took care of all of that. Never really had a problem with those kind of cards. Harpie's Hunting Ground, and then, of course, the main deck, Harpie's Feather Duster. Broken. Hey, especially when you can search your Harpie's Feather Duster. Broken. Yeah, we like that, right? And then I'll put the 1 double or nothing. Just is another win con. If your opponent leaves something weak out there, go ahead and make your Utopia double, get there for game. And especially there came up a time where I actually dropleted the guy against Drytron. Dropleted the guy. Go ahead. He left. He played the ruler build, whatnot. I just tried to preemptively droplet him. I'm sorry, guys. Tongue twister. I activated droplet preemptively in the standby phase, so he can use the because he had a setup where he had Eva in hand, so he's going to just try to trigger and then get two negates. And we didn't want that to happen, so we just went droplet, and go ahead, summon down. He still had his Vanity's ruler up there. Made a Utopia double and just blew him away. And so that was really, really solid overall. And if you're watching my past deck profiles, you guys know I'm not necessarily big on this, but I just thought that you kind of had to play it. It's awesome. And it came up. And it was a good choice. So like that. And then finally the traps, triple Harpies Thunderstorm. So this is, like I said, this deck has multiple win cons in my opinion. Have a couple ways you can OTK your opponent, and a couple setups that's really, really hard for your opponent to play. If you don't have, some legitimate outs, they're going to lose, with barrier statue setup. And this is another one, guys. Like, this negates any of your your opponent's activated monster effects, and it's just broken. If you're a monster-oriented deck, combo heavy deck, they just can't win. That's just bottom line. If you activate this against, say, anything that's combo, they just can't win that game, period. Point blank and simple. Everything that they do is negated. It's just, so one card FTK in itself in a lot of ways. So sometimes my setup will just be Harpies, or, have Cyber/Harpie up, this in hand, and also if you control a Harpie monster, you can just activate this on the hand. Best hand trap in the game. It's ridiculous how good this card is. So, I've had, a few incidents that in the tournament where you just had, simple Harpie setup, couldn't get to say something like my Samora Glock or whatnot, and quite frankly, really just didn't need to, because this right here was just covering all the bases. So really, really solid. And I put the 1 trap trick just to basically be able to play a 4th copy of this card, and that's that good. It's, as I said, you go ahead and resolve it, especially when your opponent knows that you have follow up for next turn after you've done whatever you've done turn 1, etc. They just kind of scoop it up. Had that happen. So really, really good. So that's solid 40 in the main. Bring you guys to the extra deck. Double Cyber/Harpie Lady. Cards are really, really good. If you don't know what it does, for a sync or something, you can just use 2 Harpies, 2 level 4 Harpies, etc. And then it's also treated as your Harpie Lady while it's on the field or in graveyard. And then also when a spell or a trap is activated, you can bounce one of your opponent's monsters. So it's really, really solid overall. So you can go ahead, make this, activate something, whatever it may be, bounce something your opponent has, and then swing in. It's really, really good. Love the card. Then played the 1 Phantasmal Dragon. I had this instance where this just sat there and it swung for a remaining 6K because my opponent had no actual out to it, because while it has material, your your opponent can't target it or any other Harpie monster you have for battle or card effects. So it's just ridiculous. It just kind of stays there and then wins you the game. And then we played the Utopia double package, etc. Playing Forest, got to play your Dweller. Play Exciton Knight as well, simply because I didn't want to. I was trying to look for ways to fit Zeus in, but it just really didn't really make a difference to do so or not. I just think I had enough ways to get there, and just this was good overall. So I had the 1 Exciton Knight, Tornado Dragon, and then the 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. This also goes hand in hand with my Harpie's Pet Dragon. And then, this brings a lot of versatility to the deck because then you can go into certain plays, etc., and, different ways to swing for games. So it's really, really solid overall. So it gets rid of that. And then we play the one link Karibo. Obviously, you're going to make that off your Draco Sack token. The one Nightmare Phoenix, the one Harpie Conductor's card's garbage, actually, but, I guess it's kind of play because it goes on, it goes right along, with the Harpie type. It comes up sometimes, but it's not, if I play this deck again, I might cut this. To be real with you. The one not gonna try to pronounce is the Doom Eagle. We're just gonna say that. We're not gonna get into that right there. But great card overall. Being able to just have an instant DD Crow, and then if your opponent doesn't have anything in the graveyard, this becomes 48. And so like this against Eldritch is is like really good sometimes because they'll have like Golden Lord in graveyard and they'll try to do something and go ahead and just DD Crow it, and then they don't really have monsters in the grave and it pumps right back up sometimes. Yeah, so it comes up. And then you have some more Bird of Sovereignty. You make this, your opponent really don't have any answer for it. You're most likely going to win the game. This was insane. Just go ahead and make this and just get there. And then we have the one Boral Sword Dragon, which I get there off of my Draco Sack. Go ahead, make your token. Go ahead, link Karibo, and then if you have anything else, you can just go ahead, link up into like a Nightmare Phoenix, and then link off. Go ahead with maybe another monster and get to your Boral Sword. Had that happen a couple times. Had that Harpie monster, and then go ahead and just get there for game. This is really, really solid overall. So like that. Then for the sideboard, went in triple Lancia, very, very, very solid. You got to have this in your sideboard somewhere in this format. Triple Skullmeister, like I said, I just wanted to have between my main and my sideboard, 2 graveyard manipulating hand traps, and I think Skullmeister and Bell are the best ones. I really kind of flirted with doing DD Crow as well, but I just think Skullmeister's a little bit better in that aspect, so that's what got that spot. Triple Dark Ruler no more as well. Deck dropless, but you still, want to be able to out, things like, degenerate boards, link boards, or combo boards rather, because, we're having a lot more combo decks make a comeback as well than Dry Try. You want to be able to out the Ultimateness, out the Vanity's Lock if they're still playing it, Dragoon, things like that, that your deck can have a little bit trouble dealing with. So Triple Dark Ruler no more. Triple Cosmic Cyclone, things like, Lich, whatever, whatnot, being able to banish those traps is really, really solid. And then also triple evenly matched because, between these right here, your main decking a blowout card that's searchable like in Harpie's Feather Duster. So I didn't really find the need for things like Lightning Stormers, etc. And then also just between this right here, I just think, since Eldritch is really, really, really solid right now, especially it's kind of making a little bit more of a come up. I just wanted to have ways to just banish that back row. And then overall, back row decks are making a comeback. Paleo is floating around, different things like that, and around my area, you do still see a little bit of Mystic Mind. So you want to have that, just available to be able to, for that, spot removal for back row. So that's it, guys, for my sideboard. And that also ends the deck profile. So if you guys have any comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section, guys. What decks do you guys have that you're cooking up? Let me know. Also, what decks do you want to see profiled, and what content do you want to see profiled on the channel as well, guys? So this has been your boy Angel. Guys, be blessed. Stay safe. Stay healthy out there, guys. Make great choices. Love your families, and peace.